Let me get the list out here. Happy holidays, everyone out there. Cousin Eddie here. I got a list of the top hunting items to pick up this holiday season. A lot of these are featured on Black Fridays. I will link a few of the Amazon ones below, and yes, that does help the channel. Some other things to consider. I think I'm going to do 2 other series on this Christmas gifts, maybe a stocking stuffer, and maybe a second level items. These are probably going to be like advanced thoughts, if you will. But let's get started here on the list. Number 1, if you got a hunter on your list or you're looking to pick up something, a slightly better pocket knife. There's 2 I can think of that are in that $25, sub $30 range. And the Civivi Praxis Mini is a really nice size, light, G10 handles, D2 steel, ball bearing, so it flicks open easy. It's a good fidget spinner. And 704 makes a really nice couple of knives, actually, that I really like. And those are all sub $30, D2 steel, G10 handles. They're a little bit beefier than that Civivi Praxis, but that Praxis Mini is really light. You can get the bigger version as well, kind of up to whatever you want, but those get a couple of my gold stars, and I will link those below. Another one that is on sale super good right now is the electronic hand warmer from Zippo. I started using this a couple years ago, and it's noticeably warmer than, say, your regular packet hand warmers. And I thought it was going to be like a pain in the ass to charge, but it's definitely worth the heat, worth the output, and you can charge your phone with it. So a little bit of dual purpose, dual functionality in the woods, that's always a good thing. Another one I'm going to throw in, we got the garage bar. That's what I'm working on right now. Literally a collapsible bar that sits in your garage, doubles as a workstation. So if you're working on your bow, sharpening broadheads, if you just need a flat surface some of the time, and your garage has got to be a garage the other half of the time, might want to work at a garage bar. Let's go with code DEER24 at checkout. That'll take a couple extra dollars off the whole month of December. Boom, check that bad boy out. Another one, if you are considering some out-of-state hunts or liking some camping aspect, the canvas wall tent is a good one. I do the Kodiak Canvas 10x10. I can put it up in 10 minutes. I've had it now for 4 or 5 years. Little buddy heater in there for some cooler nights. And I like the fact I can get dressed in that thing because it's got 6.5 foot ceilings. And, you know, you can fit 3 guys in there with gear pretty comfortably in the 10x10. 2 guys, it's phenomenal. Like, you got room for days. And obviously, the fact that you can put it up in 5 to 10 minutes solo, it's probably a 10-minute job solo once you do it the first time. The first time, obviously, there's a learning curve, so you got about a 20-minute setup. But after that, you're good to go. Some other things, if you're into that camping aspect, that I would recommend is maybe some of those like Jackery solar panel off-grid type power solutions. There's a couple on sale. I will link the Jackery below. That seems to be like the #1 brand, but there are some other good ones out there as well. Personal favorite of mine, if you're looking at some of the mobile hunting gear, the X2 climbing stick, for its price to performance level, it's phenomenal. It's essentially a better B stick, which the B stick was like the first best stick on the market. There's obviously some other good ones out there, but I think that X2 has like the overall hunt score of it's really light, it packs pretty good, it climbs phenomenal, and if you add all those things up, I think it's one of the best players on the market at the price for sure. You can purchase time off. That's a little trickier situation, but I definitely recommend buying vacation if possible, or if you can take unpaid PTO, maybe working some side hustle jobs, if you will. Another sleepy kind of second level one would be a Uber Eats gift card, right? When you're gone hunting and you have a missus or a family at home, if you penciled out $100 this holiday season and then we're sending them like a slightly better dinner that your wife doesn't have to clean or prep itself, cook it, get the kids to sit there and eat it and clean up, like, you are doing really well. This is really key for those November gone a lot type times in the year. And yeah, an Uber Eats gift card might be a solid play. Another one I really like is the Big Shot doe target. I don't work with Big Shot. I like their targets in general, but I bought that doe last year. I will link it here on Amazon now, but it's got a replaceable core, and the foam is way better than the old block foam. Because when it gets cold, it's still easier to pull arrows. I like the fact you can replace the core, and you've got, I think it's like 110, 120 pound life-size doe. I just leave mine out. I do both summers shooting that stick bow. It pretty much lives outside from maybe late June to January, and then goes inside for the most part. But like, I don't, baby that thing, and it still looks good. It functions well, and I still have yet to replace the core. Not sure I'm shooting a stick bow, which probably doesn't chew it up as much, but that one gets a gold stamp of approval from me. Another new one to the list this year that I just bought recently, I got a new truck and put ditch lights on it. These cubes, I will link the ones I got, the driving lights from No Sight, and I will buy those for every truck I have going forward. I will put them on multiple vehicles. I angle mine pretty good out the side. I know some people have them a little more straight, almost so they act as secondary brights. I got the driving bulb. I think that's a key because that allows me to see those deer out at a distance to avoid a deer collision, because I'm driving those roads at the right times, going 50 miles an hour on a 2-lane. Like, that's the worst kind of deer collision you can have. In fact, years back, I hit a deer. It did a straight helicopter, and Dave was in front of me watching the thing like a quarterback diving for the end zone, spinning around. It shit on the hood. It was terrible. But anyways, those ditch lights really brighten up and allow me to see those deer that maybe if you're driving like a cut corn or bean field, you can see them out there 30 yards, and if they're coming your way, get slowed down well in advance. Coming around corners, you can see a touch more, and yes, they're illegal on the roads, but when I'm driving them roads at 2, 3 in the morning, ain't nobody else really out. So I just go full blast. And I got a switch that you can obviously turn them on and off. And I'm not the handiest dude in the world and got those installed. There's plenty of YouTube videos well worth the time. I will link the ones I bought. They're not the most expensive. They're not the least expensive. And that's kind of the route I was told to go. Like, you don't have to get the ultra high ends to get a really good brightness out there. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like some of this, I'm going to do 2 more, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel, I guess. And I appreciate my Patreon, guys. I will link that below. Team Harder and Bucks, we're out. Do you drink beers in a garage? That's exactly why the garage bar was invented. Unfolds in seconds, ready to go. Pull your wood out and enjoy a cold one.